This takes banana bread up to a whole new level. Banana bread cinnamon rolls.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone, starting off with a large mixing bowl and 1 cup of mashed ripe bananas. That's about 3 medium-sized bananas. Add in 2 large eggs, a 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, a teaspoon of salt. Now if you're using salted butter, you can decrease that to a 1/4 cup, and a 1/4 cup of butter that's been melted, and 1 envelope of instant active dry yeast, which is about 2 1/4 teaspoons, and a 1/2 cup of milk that's been warmed in the microwave until it's warm to the touch. Blend that together, and then you're going to begin to gradually add 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now you may not put all the flour in at once. I put about 3 1/2 cups of flour at first, then I blended it, added my dough hook, and then I added the additional about 1/2 cup of flour a little bit at a time while this was mixing. And then I popped it on the countertop just to get a feel for the dough, and I kneaded it a few times. And once it's smooth and elastic and not super sticky, then you know that you're ready. Now take your completed dough, put it in a greased bowl, cover it with some plastic wrap, and then you're going to let this sit in a warm place until it's doubled in size. While that's rising, you can make your filling. The filling is 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and a 1/2 cup of butter. I use salted butter. And just blend that together until you get a nice, smooth kind of a paste. And set that aside. And while we're at it, we might as well make the frosting. In a bowl, place 4 ounces of Happy cream cheese, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup of butter. I used salted. Blend that together, and then blend in 1 cup of powdered sugar, also called icing sugar. And just blend it until it's nice and creamy and delicious looking, and try not to eat it with a spoon. Here's the dough that's been proofed. It doubled in size. I put it on a flour countertop, and you're going to spread it out into a large rectangle until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, or maybe a little bit thicker than that. And once it's spread out, you can take that prepared filling and then just spread it all over the top of your dough. Go to about 1/2 an inch from the edge or so. Then you're going to roll it up long side first. Roll it up and you get a long tube of dough. Then pinch the edges so that it's nicely sealed. And then we're ready to slice it into cinnamon rolls. Now, over the years, I found this is the best method you can get. That is just plain old dental floss. You slide it underneath, cross it over, and then just pull. And it slices this dough beautifully. And you get lovely, straight, and clean slices. And you probably can slice about a dozen rolls approximately. More or less is up to you how big you want them to be. I put them in a greased baking dish. This is quite a large baking dish. Covered it with plastic wrap, and then you're going to let them sit, and they're going to rise a second time. Second rising is usually faster. And let them rise till they're almost doubled in size. And then we're ready to bake. So put these in a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes or so until they are golden brown, and you can see they fill up that pan completely. Let them sit out for maybe 5 minutes or so. Then you can frost them while they are still warm, and that's going to melt that frosting a little bit, and it's going to kind of go in between them and inside the little spiral shapes on the top. Just delicious. These are best served warm. And all my family members that tried these absolutely love them. These are really good, and I'm certainly going to make these again. Soft and fluffy, lovely cinnamon flavor, and that banana flavor is actually quite noticeable in these, and they're just simply delicious. I have an entire playlist of different kinds of cinnamon rolls, and here's are some of my favorites from that playlist on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.